Hi chaps, SimOP here from Beard, Biceps and Batchat. Today I'm bringing you some tier 10 gameplay on Ghost Town and it's going to be Encounter. So I'm playing alongside Siddy, Sidderz and Danny G. We've got an E100, we've got a tasty tier 10 TD, we've got Danny G in his SB1 and me in my T57. Now this is pre-patch 3.5 buff, so it's not got the upgraded armour, but it doesn't particularly matter with the T57. So the reason we've chosen this tank selection is literally to try and complement each other as much as possible. I'm going to be using our heavies as cover to cover my reload, and just using their armour to cover my sort of weakness in the T57, which is its lack of armour. Just a note on the last video, Hammer Time, just a apology. It got pointed out to me just before 8 o'clock tonight that the video 3/4 of the way through the sound, well no, sorry, 2/3 of the way through the sound just went to shit, so I apologise for that chaps, and hopefully the gameplay was interesting enough. You at least watched a little bit of it. So we're pushing the centre quite hard here. Now the reason for that is we've got a lot of TDs in our team who are going to be sitting back and just occupying some of the lanes down the AB line and the 9-0 line. So we've got to be quite aggressive. They've got more heavies, more mediums than we do. So initially, a lot of the pushing is going to be done by us. Now it's worth pointing out, we've only got one heavy down the 9-0 line. And of course, we've got two TDs camping our spawn point. They're not protecting Arty, they're not protecting base. They're just chilling, they're up to no good, just doing nothing, the cheeky little chaps. So what we're doing here is looking to hold the middle, just putting shots into that Tiger 2. We've got Siddy on our right in the E100, we've got Danny G holding the other side of the building. Now you'll notice the way the enemy team deployed is, we've got to deal with the E50 that's down the slope, we've also got to deal with tanks to the left of the building where I was previously. So we're penned in just a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is flex between both spots and putting shots into the tanks that appear. Now obviously I'm bouncing a little bit or missing, but what we're trying to make sure doesn't happen is that we don't get overrun and they don't push too hard. So even though I'm reloading at the minute, what we're trying to do is just use the threat on either side when I'm reloading that I have a full clip still. So the guys on the side of face at the minute, they know I've used 4 shots, or at least one of them will know, the E50 will know I've used 4 shots. On the left hand side, they won't know how many shots I've fired, so I'm hoping the threat that I've got some shots left in my clip kind of keeps them in place. As you can see, Siddy's doing a great job there, he's just keeping them pinned down, and I pop my head round the corner just to try to get some shots into that IS4. Now, it's at this point we've got one of the guys in party chat, Sidderz, going mad, saying he's pushed a little bit too hard. He's the TD, the yellow TD below us, and he's potentially bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. So I'm rushing around to try and make sure he's okay, putting shots into this chieftain. It's worth highlighting as well, just looking at the difference in the teams at the minute. There are 3 tanks down, we are 6 tanks down, so it is not going particularly well. Our right hand flank down the AB line has sort of collapsed, our 9-0 flanks collapsed, we've lost a TD there, I don't even bloody know how. We're holding the middle fairly well, so what we've got to try and do here is figure out how we're going to carry the team and where we're going to position ourselves to be most effective. We've not had a huge impact rather than holding the middle at the moment. So at this point I'm going to use our E100 Siddy as my human shield against this IS4. If he puts a shot in, I can finish him off the IS4 with the rest of my clip. So that's what we're doing here. Siddy goes in, puts the shot in. I look for the flanking shots. I'm not going to waste shots on the front. I'm not using premium ammo in this clip. So it's just get round the front, get round the back, and just plough shots into him. Then pull behind Siddy for my reload just to cover myself. Again, he's doing a great job just getting in front of me, trying to block the arcs of fire from the IS4. The T71's flinging shots into me. He's done some pretty serious damage, so I'm fairly low health here. Just to have a quick look at the rest of the map, we're getting swarmed pretty much all over the place at the minute. It's not looking particularly good. So we take out the T71 just because he's a little bit of an annoyance. My armor's weak enough in this match where he can do some serious damage. So we start ploughing shots into the chieftain. Again, we've got to be quite cautious. We are a one hit to pretty much everything in this map. As a platoon, we're still alive. They've got 3 tanks down the C line that are essentially unopposed apart from our TD. He's camping our spawn point still. So our aim at this point is to clear up the tanks we've got on our side. So the heavy Sidis trying to deal with, the light tank that's just running around like a pain in the arse. IS4's a one hit. We've also got 1 heavy down the 8 line that's in a good position. So I'm being fairly cautious again. I want to catch this IS4 with his gun not facing me. But again, unless he's spotted, I just don't know which way it's facing. So I'm taking quite a lot of risk here. Potentially more than I should do. But it's at this point we've sort of brang it back in a little bit. So the teams are fairly even. As a platoon, we've lost quite a lot of HP. And I just get a shot into that IS4 before he takes me out. Now what I'm looking to do here is, as I spot the full health E100, which is a nightmare anyway, but at this point in the battle, when there's a full health E100 with 4 or 5 tanks left and everyone's been battling, it is a nightmare to deal with. So I put a couple of shots in. I should have got more damage. The turret was flat towards me. And some cheeky little bugger who's camping their spawn is putting shots into me. So Siddy throws himself in front of it just to make sure I don't get taken out. Now Siddy's been a bit of a hero at this point. What he's doing is he knows he's getting shot by the enemy E100 coming at him and that Tiger too. So what I need to do here is to prioritise which target I firstly can take out with the burst damage from my clip without getting hit, and which one is going to do the most damage to Siddy. So we decide on the E100. Now the information he's feeding me at the moment, because just in case I can't keep track of it, is he's letting me know the reload between him and the enemy E100. So I know generally it's got about 10-15 second reload. When Siddy's done reloading, that E100 is ready to shoot as well, so they shot at the same time initially. You'll see me pulling back there, reloading the clip, putting premium in. I'm done messing about, I want to take someone out. Now that Tiger 2's being a bit of a nuisance to Siddy. He's not doing huge damage, but he's unopposed, just doing 200 damage at a time to him. So we need to take out the E100. So I go the long way about it. Again, I just can't risk any hit points. The only tank I'm particularly concerned about is their light tank, which is facing off against RTD in the middle at the moment. So I'm just going to remain undetected, go all the way around the houses just to try and get some side shots. Now I'm hoping he's completely flat to me, so I can just put the shot in. There's the first one, get the turret, there's the second. About the third, just as he's shooting at me, and I take him out. Now that was milliseconds away from him taking me out. And then we find another one shot E100, which is a bit of a problem. But at this point I decide RTD can take him out, don't waste my energy on it. We need to start repositioning, see if we can either help Siddy or, being the selfish bugger that I am, sit in the cap. But no, we're a gentleman. We decide we're a gentleman. We'll see if we can help Siddy. We have a quick look at his HP. He's not lost much from the engagement with the E100 and the Tiger 2. Again, that's just from his good positioning, good angling. But on this Siddy, an absolutely fantastic game, working as my my meat shield. Thank you very much, mate. So from this, what we've managed to do is, I reckon, about 5,000-6,000 damage. Yeah, 5,000 damage. USA playoffs, second class, so you boys are going mad on it. Regardless, I hope you liked the video, guys. If you enjoy the content, subscribe.